Stop letting yourself be torn away from things. Everything that you have and everything you will ever have, look at it as a gift. While you have it, enjoy it. But if one day, what is given it to you, ask for it back. Make sure it is not torn away from you. Give it up indifferently with praise giving and happy that you ever even had the chance to enjoy it. Whether that be wealth, a loved one, animal, pet, whatever it may be, you had it for a time being, and if you didn't enjoy it while you had it, then that is on you. So make sure you enjoy the things you have while you have them. And when God asks for it back, or whatever you believe in, or whatever universal law you think is true, whenever that asks for it back, make sure you don't need it to be torn away from you. I know that's easier said than done, but look at it as a gift and just be happy you had as long as you did with it. Marcus Aurelius talks about Ananias in Meditations, his adopted father, and he says how he used things when he had them, but when they were gone, he was indifferent to them. He wasn't there weeping, wishing the things he once had were still with him, whether that were external material things or external people. He understood that while they were there, he used them, he was happy for them, but when they were gone, he wasn't wasting his time searching, or when they were being taken away, or when it was being taken away, he wasn't yearning and having it torn away from him and weeping. It was an indifference, knowing he can live with and without. And in both situations, there are plus sides and there are negatives, and enjoying the pluses and being indifferent to the negatives. This is what you must do, I believe. And it'll help you deal with things so much better if you can look at it as being, returned, not torn away. Not taken, but given back. It wasn't yours to begin with, and it never was yours. So just be grateful that you had the time you had with it. And it should make you understand, if you weren't grateful and didn't take advantage of the time you had, to take advantage of the time you have with the things in your life right now. Be present with your loved ones and all the things you have that, Marcus Aurelius says, think about how badly you would want the things you have if you didn't have them. But you have them and you don't even care. Think about all the things you take for granted. So much you take for granted. I know I do. And I try to practice gratitude practices and be more grateful for the things I do have, and just appreciate them while I have them, knowing that any day may be the last that I have them, and doing my best, if lost, not to be torn away, and give back willingly to the same thing that gave it to me.